I believe that most human beings are only living at about 40% of their capability. I always knew in the back of my mind I could be something special, but I knew the work it was gonna take was gonna kill me. I was afraid of that. I was afraid of the brutality and the suffering I was gonna have to endure. But I knew I could do something. But I'm like, I ain't trying to do that kind of work, man. I'm just not trying to do that. So I chose the path of the easy, of least resistance. I call myself fat because I was fat. And people don't want to do that. They want to say, oh, don't call yourself fat. Don't call yourself dumb. If you're not real and raw with who the fuck you are, nothing's gonna change. He goes, make you lose 106 pounds in less than 3 months. I said, I can't lose that weight. Went back to work, a bad day happened. I found a lot of cockroaches, a lot of rodents. On my way home driving, I said, this is my life. My life is this. Your new norm is you wake up and you suffer. And I started realizing if that's my mentality, this shit ain't hard anymore. Right. Your fucking new norm is you wake up, you get in the fucking cold water, you're gonna be here till the shit's fucking done. I thought about how would I feel at 50 years old if I gave up now. Life is not a movie. It's not a movie where you have one breakthrough and like you just taking off. I put these guys on some fucking pedestal.
Yeah, which people do with you.
They do with me, and they shouldn't. And I was this guy who was a piece of shit looking at these, my God, how are you guys this amazing? But once I worked my way up there, I said, my God, man, we can all compete, motherfucker. Let's go. The only way to see who the baddest motherfucker is to suffer. You can't do it by writing a paper. Do I like suffering? I like suffering in the way that is competitive, that brings out the absolute best in me and in everybody else. If I put my 100% into what's in front of me, I will destroy it. If I'm out here just multitasking and shit, I'm gonna half-ass everything I do. What separates me from a lot of people is they go into a daunting task, and the task is overwhelming. Like when I heard the pull-up record was 4,020 pull-ups, and I was talking about breaking this record. People are like, oh my God. I went right to a pen and paper. They go, what are you doing? I'm doing the math, man. What are you talking about? I'm open-minded to the fact that, okay, if I do 5 pull-ups in a minute for so many hours, I can get so many pull-ups in. How much time do I have to rest? I was breaking the math down. You have to be open-minded to the possibilities that I can do this. I learned how to really find strength in the misery. When everybody's suffering, everybody's all poopy pants and their mentality's down and everything, I started just like, my God, this is where I shine. And I started using all that misery for tons of drive and motivation to then lead people further. Because you can get a lot of power through misery. And once people see that, my God, Goggins is fucking going, then everybody says, roger that. Let me get my shit and go too. I really started to enjoy the fact of seeing what the human mind was capable of. I'd be a guy who can take any kind of pain, any kind of suffering, any kind of torture, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Over a period of time, I started becoming obsessed with studying, with weight, with being somebody, with making people who thought I was gonna be nothing kind of like feel like shit. I became obsessed with, you have to make this right. And the only person that's gonna do it is yourself. I wanted to be the guy, I don't care if you fucking like me, I don't care if you don't understand me, I didn't give a fuck. Once I went through this fucking journey, this path of life, you ain't got, and there's a whole bunch of fucking guys that don't fucking like me. I don't give a fuck. I fell on my ass, I thought I got to the top of Mount Everest, and Mount Everest just fucking slide right underneath me, man. I was like, God, dog, I gotta start from scratch again. Scratch became my friend. Okay, this is my time to show one of the baddest motherfuckers in the world that it's on.
How many ultra marathons did you run in a row? You ran some insane number.
I think it was, I ran 800s in 8 weekends in a row.
Just stop and think about that, ladies and gentlemen. 800s means 8 100-mile races. 8 weekends in a row.
After a while, people start to give you these different taglines. You know, like you're superhuman, you're amazing. I'm like, you fuckers don't know anything about me, man. I'm this insecure kid. I started realizing there's a lot of people out here who are going through a lot of problems that I once tapped into. Well, I think it's important to do things you don't like, and I was very ashamed of my life story for a long time. I didn't want to go out and tell anybody shit about me. I had to show people I was human. You know, people didn't think I was human. The boat's like on our heads. That's all it was. We're supposed to lift the boats up above our head. That's all you gotta do. But when you're this weak, you're this fragile, you're this tired, the boat's heavy. So there's a thing you can do when you do boat presses. You can get the boat and like just toss it up and catch it. And that shows like you're jacked up. So everybody's holding the boat and they're shaking and the boat starting to come down their head and all the boat crews are all lined up and they're fucked up. And I'm looking at that and I turn around my boat and I say, hey guys, it's time to fucking take some solos. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I said, we're gonna get you. I go, you see all these fucking instructors out here, all in their fucking jackets and drinking coffee and laughing and smiling and shit. I want their fucking faces to go straight up fucking numb. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna start boat pressing this motherfucker. Just take my lead, trust me, you'll get energy from it. We start throwing this boat up in the fucking air, catching it, throwing it up and catching it, and we start yelling, can't hurt fucking boat crew too. We're yelling our fucking ass off, and we're doing it. And they make us stop, like what the fuck, like stop. I look at these instructors, and their faces literally look like someone like just like took their soul out. 'Cause I know where their minds were. Like they were thinking about themselves. Like, what the fuck just happened, man? I know me on Wednesday, I couldn't have done that. How are they doing it? So the rest of the time, going through Hell Week, it was like we owned it.
Right.
Boat Crew 2, we won every single race. We were just dominating. It's those times when even the hardest motherfuckers in the world are looking around for guidance. It's that one motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Be that one motherfucker.
Be that guy.
Be that one motherfucker. Yeah. When even you're saying to yourself, boy, this fucking sucks. I don't want to fucking be here right now. And you're looking at all the guys' eyes around you, and you've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
The eyes just go down like, fuck, man, we're getting the fuck out of here. This is brutal. Be that guy who finds the fucking courage and say, you know what, man?
Let's do this.
Let's do this. So that's the one big thing I learned. Be that one out of the warriors. Be the one motherfucker that says, fuck it.
Yeah, the one guy
The
who
one
brings
guy.
the other
That's
100
right.
home.
The 100 hard motherfuckers. Be the hardest of them all. I'm not sadistic, man. I'm focused on what I have to do to stay locked into the game of life. You want to build this nucleus around you of people who are saying, it's not okay to sleep in today. We got to get after it. Hey, let me see your journal. You're supposed to be running 5 miles today. You only ran 3. The only message I want to get across to people is once you change one thing, your mindset, you can attack everything. I didn't want to win. I still don't want to win for some reason. I don't care about winning. For some, I just want to go the distance.